of the 3 expansions, and additionally because of the tech hit, it's going to be a long time before Light can really move out and get a decent attack on Kal. He's got 4 Dragoons out. He's going to have a huge attack force in the meantime. Even if Light did move out, he would be stymied by that drop shuttle with that Reaver. And let's see, a couple Goliaths being produced, and he's getting a 2nd starport down. Really what he's hoping here, 3 starports down. He's realizing, my guess is he got a comsat off, realized that the 3 Stargate build is going down. Comsat, and just to make sure that there's not an observer there to spot this out. So he's going to go Wraith very quickly, and that's a very wise maneuver. More gateways going down. And now it's just going to be a race to who can get more out first. There's already 2 carriers out though, and if there's an observer alongside, it'll be hard pressed, especially with that large Dragoon force along the side. Now an observer pushing in. We'll see if that observer will be able to sneak in. There's a lot of room there for that observer to sneak in and see those Stargates. 2 armories going down, so he's going to try to play. He's going to try to win the upgrade battle as well, at least in the air. And it looks like an observer just hanging out in the front. A Dragoon force pushing in, and I just don't think Light's going to have enough in time. It looks like 5 carriers being produced. There's going to be 5 carriers plus a decent Dragoon force, and he's going to have maybe 2, maybe 3 Rays in the meantime. He really needs to get lucky with his comsats. And Kal expanding once more to the upper left-hand corner, putting down 2 pylons to blockade against any sort of. Yeah, here comes an attack for it, and Kal's going to probably just push with everything he's got right now because he can just allow a reinforcement to push in. Putting down a cannon in his line. It looks like I'm not sure if he spotted the Wraith. I think he's sensing it right now because that's the only reason I could think for him to put that cannon down on his lines. Pushing up those carriers now, and it looks like 1 or 2 carriers are going to be produced that will have cloak. The question is will Kal be able to protect his observers well enough with the carriers in the meantime? He's already got a couple carriers in position and expanding simultaneously in the upper left-hand corner. He's in a really good position here. He's got a large fleet pushing up, a large attack force pushing up. Light in the meantime, I just don't feel like he has any sort of attack force to really fend this off. Now pushing in on that secondary. Revealing it. Yep, there's my carriers. Let's see what Light can do in the meantime. He's definitely trying to get some turrets down in the meantime. He has 2 raids produced, but he's going to need more than that. He needs at least 6 to really engage this force. A drop coming in simultaneously with a Reaver and a couple Zealots. So let's see. Man, going to go for the jugular here. Might be able to take this entire expansion down here in just a moment. Between that 2, it looks like Light pushing in the meantime with the Vulture, but that Vulture very quickly taken care of by the reinforcements. And yeah, that's now in the air. But again, getting assailed right there. And now, it looks like a comsat went off, managed to take off that observer pushing in now, so it looks like Kal wasn't prepared for that actually, and able to hunt down both observers, so these carriers are now stranded. It looks like they're going to be taken down fairly easily. That Reaver just kind of hanging out in the open. So Light putting up an excellent defense there, going to be able to drive these carriers off. Excellent job. Still an observer out in the mix there. I'm surprised that observer wasn't able to help with that forces. But again, 3 carriers versus I think that was 6 or 7 Wraiths. Usually the Wraiths win. But Kal in the meantime taking the economic lead. He still has a major, as far as unit production, he has a huge unit lead. And Wraith's not so good against ground units, especially not Dragoons. Trying to slip some Dragoons, some Vultures by, but those Vultures aren't going to be able to do much once the reinforcements come through. Oh, they are going to be able to catch a lot of probes here en route to the upper left expansion. That's a little bit disastrous for Kal, because Kal, basically that expansion in the upper left-hand corner is going to be revealed now to Light. We'll see what Light does if he decides to harass. Well, he can't harass it really with Wraiths because of those cannons out, and I'm not sure that he can really afford to push out additionally because of this large force that's bearing down on him right this moment. And again, I still feel like even though he was able to fight off that last attack, I still feel like things are looking a little bit dire for him, producing a really large Wraith force here. We'll see. Now it comes down to micromanagement. Will Kal be able to get his carriers back over his Dragoons and have enough observers in place once again to deal with it? Looks like he has allowing the observers actually to get 1 observer to get picked off right there, it looked like. Actually, no, I take it back. Looks like it was just an interceptor blowing up there. It looks like a very similar animation. Light has a decent-sized defense force, but Kal just going to crash in straight down the middle here. Another Stargate going down, so he's dedicating to pushing this, and he's just going to push up, take out the siege tanks. Light trying to push up, trying to get the mines down. Here come, this is an interesting micro battle here. The Wraiths pushing up, trying to take down the carriers before they can take down the siege tanks, just so he can hold the front door, and trying to pull back across the Dragoons, so the Wraiths will be killed by the Dragoons with the observers there. Interesting micro battle happening here on the front. I really like the way this game's shaping up. It's really turning into an exciting match. Definitely worth a Season 8, and now double double upgrades going for air. Kal wanting to cap that air advantage, which is very apparent with that second expansion. Looks like another Ray's running out of energy, so they're going to have to back up, and more carriers are going to be en route in just a minute here. Light putting up an excellent defense here, but he is really boxing in his base. I feel kind of like it's a matter of time here. Bit by bit, resources running out, while Kal just raking the resources in out of 4 expansions now, and just has more reinforcements just pouring in, while Light's entirely on the defensive. You can see investing a lot of money into turrets, and I can tell you he really wants to put that money in vultures instead of those turrets. And it looks like it's just not a skeleton force, but most of his units being dedicated simply to defense. A lot of zealots pouring in to the front. Doesn't look like they're upgraded, but I'm not sure that it's going to matter. Looks like the carrier's moving to the bottom right hand corner, just to take care of these vultures out in the field. I'm surprised that Kal decided to dedicate the carriers to just take that vulture force out. Looks like Light's actually pushing up now, leaving it just going to rely on the wraiths to kind of defend his back door, go a little bit hunting. Looks like they're going to get caught out in the open by a couple dragoons. Going to have to turn around there. But I'm surprised that Light has managed to move out at this point. I think he needs to keep those forces back at home. Granted, he needs to do something right here, but as you can see, that front door completely exposed now. No siege tanks there on the defense at all, and I think moving out right at that moment was a bit of a mistake, because even though he is going to be able to get out in the field and Corsairs being produced to take care of those wraiths along the side, as you can see, Light had to siege and once again locked in that position. He's just kind of in a deadlock. He just can't go anywhere. Kal, in the meantime, taking over the map. Kal just doing a fantastic job here. And we'll see and he's going to be able to basically press in the meantime. He has those Corsairs to supplement, and Corsair versus Wraith, not a fun combo. Nothing else to supplement on the ground. Looks like actually, no, I take it back. Looks like there's 1 or 2, 3, 4 Goliaths, but those Goliaths very quickly getting picked off by the carriers. No mines in the meantime in between here. Those Goliaths getting picked off one by one. Now the Wraiths pushing up. Looked like they were able to take down one carrier, and now the rest of the force is pouring in. The Zealots pouring in on the ground. The Corsairs pushing up, going to take... Ouch. And as you can see how quickly the Wraiths absolutely getting annihilated, and that's GG as soon as that Wraith force disappeared. Absolutely disappeared. So Kal advancing into the round of 4. Congratulations to him. Fantastic match. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Yeah, once again, thanks for listening. I'll try to get the next MSL matches out as they come. Again, you're going to have to give me a little bit of time here because a lot of stuff happening on my end. But yeah,